Ugh. I hate false starts. I'll note that I basically went into this part already, and, well, we basically went into, like, a turn, and, like, you know, stuff basically happened. I'm gonna try and forget it all because, well, it didn't record it, so, starting again. So, when we left off, things were not looking good for Gaul. They're basically under assault by, like, you know, Germania. They got the British basically over here. Just not great for them, of course. Over here we got, like, Pontus doing their thing as well, so... Yep, things are just going, like, you know... They're going, so to speak. And, yeah, also down here, of course, in Corinth, we have, like, you know, Brutii attacking, the Greeks, so that's happening too. Now, a note that basically, like, you know, I had a false start. And, basically what happened is, like, you know, over here, the Gauls basically were looking pretty okay at, like, at the start of the next turn. I believe they fought off the Germanians, they, like, you know, pieced out the Britons, so... It was looking great for them. We'll see if that basically happens again, I guess. This happened too as well, by the way. We had, like, this Egyptian army battle these, like, rebels. On note, basically when this first happened, each of them actually lost, so... They lost again. And then they said, no, I'm not gonna lose. Die. And yeah, that's gonna kill me. Now, a note this also happened. Basically, the British decided to, like, you know, defeat this rebel army that's basically in their, like, you know, in their, like, you know, British Isles. And I was looking at this and thinking, that's not gonna be able to win. Then I saw this, and it's like, oh yeah, that'll win. That'll win for sure. We got a few casualties, of course, because we got heavy chariots in here, but they can only do so much. Look at all those kills. Alright, let's see what basically happens. So, the British haven't pieced out the like, Gauls just yet, so they're still at war. But the Germanians were, like, forced off of, like, over here. Never mind, they did peace out, so that still happened. And I don't think a whole lot basically happened outside of that, except for, like, you know... Yeah, we have, like, you know, rebellions right here, we have, like, you know, rebellions right there. More rebellions, and, of course... rebellions. So, basically at the stage of the game, it's just like, you know, Germania basically, like, sort of skirmishing with Gaul, and of course the Brutii over here just, like, you know, attacking the Greeks. Which is different from what happened basically in my game, where, like, you know, they decided to go after Macedon instead, but, you know, Macedon was doing, like, you know, okay that game, I guess. We got Scythian army basically marching around Dacia now, so maybe we might see, like, these guys battle these guys soon. The Germanian army up here, they might go into, like, Dacia at some point. We will see. If I recall correctly, by the way, I actually, like, got this far with, like, you know, my forces. So, Germania will probably get this far too, perhaps. Or they'll come back over here and say, like, you know, hi to Fenniscara again. And yeah, not a whole lot basically happening outside of that, I guess. Except for this. So, Mediolanum has basically fallen to Julii. So hurry for that for them. Alright, well, they're back again to say hello. Another Germanian army against, like, you know, the Gauls. I know it's probably just another ceasefire, so Macedon and Greek cities are they declared, like, a ceasefire, so no longer fight each other. And it looks like the Brutii did actually take that, like, you know, save Corinth from them, so is this Sparta over here. And of course, like, you know, Rhodes, but Rhodes isn't really doing anything. The Greeks might be wiped out of Greece soon, which would be interesting. And it looks like the Scythians have decided to go after Campus Lazy Gaze over here. So they're starting to actually, like, you know, do battle. They might send our army at some point, but, you know, when it'll be the case. The question, really, so to speak. So right here, right there. These guys are having revolts, and these guys are having revolts. Ah, look at this. So, Pontus has decided to go after, like, the city over here with their big army. We'll see how it basically turns out for them, I guess. And yes, revolts. Looks like Seleucids are going after Bostra over here. Why not going after Hastra, I have no idea, but, you know, whatever. They just aren't going after it. It'd be very interesting to see, like, you know, the Seleucids get very strong in this game, because almost in all the games that you have seen for the Middle East, it's always, like, Egypt basically getting strong over here, or, like, you know, Pontus getting strong, or... Not the Seleucids getting strong, they usually get wiped out, but they're actually holding on quite well over here. Now, I heard the Scipii are doing something, by the way, so they might be, like, hacking someone somewhere. They got an army going toward, like, you know, Numidia over here. And they got some armies basically around here as well, I guess. And of course, they already own Serene over here, these guys. Well, let's just go to the next turn, shall we? Alright, so, I saw a little bit of territorial change. And, yeah, they got knocked off again, the Germanians. There's a small Julii army over here, meaning the, like, Gallic one over here, I guess. Alright, so. Petra's, like, you know, taken by, like, you know, these guys. I'm not sure if they just walked right in or, like, something else busy happened, but, you know. Basically, like, you know, Egypt's land's been divided in two here. Now they're attacking Bostra still, so that makes sense. And they're sieging those guys. Ooh, look at this, they did have a battle. It looks like Parthia sallied out to attack these guys, and they failed. And now, like, these guys are still, like, you know, holding on. Another army over here closing in on Frespa. So we might see the Parthians have a bad time over here. They're stuck basically up here in their, like, you know, original, like, home settings, I guess. They haven't been attacked yet, but the Brutii will probably close in the Greeks very soon over here. And the Scythians, they decided to go elsewhere, I guess. So maybe decide this army is like, ooh, let's go kill this army. We like killing armies. And let's see here. Asta's got issues again. This guy's under siege. So the Scipii made down to Numidia. They're looking to take that settlement from, like, you know, the Numidians. And they got a small army basically making way over here to, like, you know, Nepti, if they can. And yeah, I'll note by the way up here, we got ourselves more Germanians trying to take Themyscira. Good luck there, Germanians, because eventually they might take it. Who knows? Oh, look at this! The British army that was over here has been, like, moved off. So Terra's got a little bit of a reprieve. Or we're gonna throw his arms facing into the boat and do something. Who knows? And it looks like Germania is actually going after, like, you know, Dacia over here, so that was basically going to happen, I guess. So they've gone to war, and Pontus and Seleucus have gone to war. Okay, so I was wondering if, like, you know, another front would open up over here. So this gives, like, you know, the Seleucids a little bit of, like, you know, trouble because they don't have two fronts to worry about. The question is, where did they start their battles, so to speak? I'm not really sure where. Maybe they didn't start any battles, just, like, you know, just to, you know, suddenly declare war because their diplomat said so. That's just how it goes, right? Diplomats just say hi. War. That's what happened to me with, like, the Roman Senate, remember? And they're on a revolt, because why not? Alexander's just having revolts. There's an army right here. They could move into Egyptian lands. Alright, well. Let's go to the next turn and see what happens. Alright, so the Pontus army is basically up here, and like, Parthian lands decide to like, attack me. They're probably gonna win. I mean, they got flanks pikemen, Eastern infantry, Pontic light cavalry, and some chariot archers. Yeah, completely kills me right there. Alright, we had some major action basically happen in this one. Over here, Bostra is basically taken by the Seleucids. The Pontus like basically took over Arkazaki over here, and that's basically how their army was like freed up. Basically attacked here and like came to attack my rebel army after. So Parthus not looking very good here because they basically have like Pontus armies is running all over the place here. They're gonna attack here in Frispa. They are attacking like over here as well, but I mean, will it help them? I'm not really sure. This is gonna weaken them at this point. Sizable Scythian army right here. Sizable Parthian army up there, but they're not really doing that much. And yeah, these guys are still like under siege yet again. Germania is still going after the Dacians. The Scythian army is still like doing stuff, I guess. Not really sure what it's up to, but it's doing stuff. They aren't attacked yet, but it'll probably come soon. Numidia is still under siege, and it looks like these guys are under siege over here at Nepti as well, so Numidia's not looking too great. And nothing's really happening over here on the Gallic front yet, so whatever. There's some Julii armies moving out. They might start come over here to take Mount Caesarea or something like that. Who knows? All right, so Spain broke their alliance with Britannia. The Julii basically broke their alliance with Germania. Spain broke their alliance with Scipii. So alliance be broken. Am I missing anything else? Under siege, under siege. Maybe Palma's under siege. Oh, look at that! Spain made it over to Palma. So they're going after like Palma over here. Interestingly enough, that's not really going to hurt the Julii to lose that settlement. But I mean, they're under attack there. And Agor's over here in Egypt. Revolts, revolts. Nothing really new. And of course revolts. There's a Greek army right here. Why not? I don't know why Gaul's attacking my pirate ship over here. Or Byreme. They've only got a couple boats, and one's very weakened. They still won apparently. Alright, let's just see how it looks. Germania apparently has stopped attacking over here in Vicus Vendae. The Scythians are still just sort of standing around doing nothing, I guess. Because why not? Is anything happening over here in the Middle East? Nothing really happening over here. They stopped revolting over here though. Parthia is still attacking over here in Pontus. Pontus is still attacking Parthia. Armies mixing around over here, I guess. There's not a whole lot of Seleucid on Pontus violence just yet, but some armies are moving toward them, so that might happen soon. Alright, so the SPQR, the House of Scipii, have gone to war with Spain. These guys cut a ceasefire, though it doesn't really matter because Rome is Rome. Oh, there we go. So no, never mind. So basically, this revolt happening in Sparta because Sparta. That's a lot of Brutii armies basically just standing around down here, just not attacking anything. Let's see here. Over here in Spain, we got revolts, because of course we have revolts. They did take Numidia over here, the Scipii, so they might be taking these suns pretty fast. And then, like, you know, they'll take some more Numidian suns basically after that, probably. They might come over here, who knows. And I suspect over here, yep, the Julii made over to Massilia over here, so they're going to try and take that from the Gaul. And probably Germany will probably do the same from Nazi when they get the chance to as well, but whatever. I don't see any Scythian armies basically marching over toward Dacia at this point, so will that happen? I'm not really sure. We will have to see. I just want to note this, by the way. Apparently there's a Germanian army over here near Camp Zizigas, so a couple of foreign armies basically over here now. I don't think these guys are allied, or maybe they are allied. Can't remember. They're probably allied, actually. Will this be the one? Probably not. Not a single casualty. Or they actually lost their leaders there. Poor Germania. That's all I can really say about them. Alright, so there was some territorial exchanges, by the way. I'll note that, of course, down here, the Scipii took over, like, you know, Nefti, so they now own that settlement. We might see them make their way over here at some point as well. Palma's still in a siege, but there are, like, you know, Julii ships based around that might, like, you know, have a word about that. Julii is still attacking here. They're attacking now right there. And it looks like the British decided to, like, you know, go to war again with Gaul. So that's happening. So yeah, they're at war. They're at war again. You guys broke their alliance. These guys declare their allies again. For whatever reason. Now, over here, it looks like there's like an Aristocratic army basically making its way down into, like, you know, Egyptian lands. We basically have, like, you know, some exchanges over here happening. So basically they took over, like, you know, Artaxia and Armenia over here. So possible probably to come, you know, back to basically take that back from, like, you know, Parthia. There's just still sitting up there doing nothing. And yes, over here, of course, the poor Germanians. Did both their leaders survive? I don't know. Apparently they get killed, so I've only down to like 2 charioteers in there now. Over here, apparently we got some action. So the Seleucids have gone after Pergamum. They're having a revolt. The Seleucids are going after Ankara. It'd be very odd if, like, you know, Seleucids basically starts to, like, pull up victories left and right over here. They get very strong if they basically pull that off. But yeah, it looks like Gaul is basically back under siege yet again. And look at this. Apparently I now own Siwa again. So yeah, they're not going to be able to do anything about that, I don't think. The poor Numidians, they lost their city. And Egypt's going after, like, you know, the docks here, because why not, I guess. Are they going to do anything over here? The Scythians moved a little bit, at least. They've gone from over here to over here. They're just sitting around doing nothing, I guess. Are they still at war? I'm not really sure. Is Spain going to be at war with Gaul soon, I wonder? They got a lot of armies over here as well. Questions for later. So I just want to notice, by the way, Loyalist Revolt. So the citizens here have risen up against their wicked masters and cast them down. They have declared their loyalty to you, and even now await the arrival of representatives of the Empire to govern them wisely. So basically Siwa basically revolted, and we actually got the settlement back for it, so Hooray! Alright, so, what's the status of things? The Brits are attacking over here, of course, Lebanon. They're not actually attacking right directly, though. Same as Romania. Apparently the army that's based over here attacking Macedonia got, like, forced back, so they're no longer on a siege over here for now, but, you know, whatever. Spain's going after Narbo Martius, so... Yep, Gaul's looking like they're being attacked from both sides again. Sucks to be them. Apparently the Spanish decided to stop attacking Palma, so... They're basically okay for a moment. Up here in Dacia, Germany is going after Campus Lazygas again. And we basically have the Macedons coming after, like, you know, their former city of, like, Byzoria. So they're trying to take that back. There's a Scythian army right there that's running around, trying to do their thing. They're probably chasing these guys around, I guess, but, you know, just feeling horribly or something. No action here in like the Greece, like, you know, little, like, you know, a pegger right there. They're still attacking right here, still attacking right there. And it looks like they stopped attacking, or they haven't started attacking, you know, over here just yet, but, you know, Ponta has two armies basically near, like, you know, the Parthian town right there. Now, I'll note basically over here, this little Pili army decided to attack, like, you know, Siwa again. I don't think they can actually win, but I mean... We'll just let them sit there, I guess, for now. See if they, like, you know, decide to attack me or, like, run away or something. I'll push them back if we try and do anything, because that's a bit too much for, like, you know, an army that's sort of slightly wiped out immediately like that. He's just gone after Jerusalem, apparently, so that's happening. Good luck to them, I guess, in attacking there. And that looks to be pretty much it for now. Gaul's basically under siege all over the place. There's, like, you know, chaos in the Middle East, of course. Dacia is, like, you know, not looking too hot at the moment. What do I think will happen over here? So, House of Julii is at war with Spain. Spain's at war with Gaul, because they basically decided to go to war with each other. They broke their alliance again. These guys declared their allies, because why not? Okay. Alright, so, settlements fall. The British managed to take Lebanon over here, and now their army space are, like, you know, advancing elsewhere. Spain's still attacking over here in Narbo Martius. Julii have decided to resume their attack on Massilia. Over in this direction, of course, we have Pergamum falling to the Seleucid Empire. And they might do it again over here as well. Revolts basically happen, because, like, of course they're happening. We got Pontus going after, like, you know, our Taxicard again over here, so they might take that. Revolting over here, because why not? Revolting right here, because why not? But they stop attacking over here, though, so... What's going on between Egypt and, like, you know, Seleucids apparently right now? The questions, they all add up. Alright, so, they're basically back at war, because they broke their alliance. They declared their alliance again. Oh, look at that, they're a ceasefire. So, the Seleucids only have one enemy at this point right now. Pontus, I think. And maybe Parthia, or they're allied to Parthia, I can't think. But, it's not looking for Pontus if, like, you know, all Seleucids' attention turns to them. They'll probably be wiped out pretty fast. And let's see about Dacia here. So, Dacia's under attack here in Aquintium by Germanian forces. They're still under attack right here. And, of course, they're still under attack by Macedon down here. Dacia looks to be getting her comeuppance served to him, basically. They got a revolt over there in our Star City, and... You know, see what's just being there attacked by, like, you know... Captain Macedon again, because why not? Okie dokie. Let's move on. Okay, so we have some more progress. So first thing first, these guys are at war again, and apparently Egypt and Pontus broke their alliance. Apparently Seleucid and Egypt declared their allies, and Egypt and Parthia declared their allies. The Greeks and the House Scipii declared a ceasefire, the Seleucids and Pontus declared a ceasefire, so... Well, they decided perhaps to stop attacking each other, I guess, for a little bit. We'll see how this basically goes for a little bit. I don't know why, like, Seleucids allied to Egypt, but, they did, so okay. That means Pontus is basically sort of free to go after Parthia now, by the way, so... They might be able to punish them for doing their things. Nothing really happening in these, like, fighter cities, but whatever, is there. Alright, so, let's just start with all the major commotion that's sort of happening, I guess. So, essentially, like, over here we have, like, battles basically happening still. Spain actually managed to take a city over here, so they're now in southern France. Which means, like, you're now basically sort of, like, next to, like, the British. Which might lead to problems for them later on. These guys have yet to resume their attacks, but, Gaul's basically down to the last, like, couple cities basically here at this point. Over here, Germania managed to take Campus Lesigas, so they basically are, like, poised to basically do some more damage. And of course we can take this and, like, extend our territory even further. They're still attacking over here, but, when they, like, decide to actually, like, commit to the attack, we'll see. And, of course, this happened again, by the way, because why not? Gotta resume those attacks on the female woman and all that. Gotta watch out for this. There's 4 more turns, but whatever. Let's see here then. So, attacks right there, attacks right there, attacks right here, attacks right there. Oh, look at that. So, yeah, we're attacking up here. So, Germany is basically attacking, like, Dacia up here. So, yeah, Dacia is looking to be, like, attacked, like, on all fronts by, like, the Germans at this point. Except for, like, their home, like, capital city right here. So, where the Scythians have anything to say about that, who knows? And that's pretty much about it, I guess. This revolt right here. On to the next turn. The Julii are moving out. Just that one city remains for Gaul, because Macedonia has fallen. Alright, so, more wars are happening. Apparently the Seleucids are going after Greeks, as has the Scipii. These guys broke their alliance, because of course they were going to break that alliance, because it's not profitable to either of them. Interesting. I've held this town for so long it's actually expanded. Cool. Alright, let's see here. So, there's no revolts basically happening in Africa over here, which is nice. There is a revolts happening right here, though, in Paphium. The Duranians have stopped attacking Aquincum, or they got, like, driven away, so they're basically free to be, like, unmolested for a little bit. They're still attacking over here, the Macedon army. And they're still attacking up here. And yeah, they're attacking me up here, of course, as well, because why not? I'll drive those guys away in a couple turns at least, for sure. I don't see any, like, attacks by, like, either of these guys right here, so I'm not sure if these guys declared war on each other, but just broke their alliance, and that's basically it. Who knows? Alright, so, Pontus took over, like, Artaxia, so Parthia has been, like, knocked back to, like, this, like, something over here. And, they basically, again, like, sort of, like, on the, the edges of the map again. There's a Pontus army coming after Susa, so they might lose that soon. So yeah, Gaul's in the last city over here. And look at that, the Greeks have gone after the Wonder right here. Seeing the Greeks actually sort of attack is kind of interesting. And look at these Brutii arms just singing over here, doing nothing. Do something with them. That's too many to sort of leave around. You got an enemy over here for crying out loud. AI is gonna AI. Sizable Scythian armies over here, by the way, that they could use. There's a Dacian army over here, so they might see Talus come or attack. Perhaps. Now, something I'm actually wondering about is where, like, Germania's going to go after, like, you know, the Britons at some point, or if the Britons going to go after, like, Germania. Because that could happen in the future. And, of course, Spain could go after someone else as well. The possibilities. Well, interesting turn of events. I'm not sure if these guys got attacked or not, but, you know, that army looks a lot smaller than it once did. They made, the Dacians have managed to, like, you know, thwart a lot of the attacks on them, I guess, so they're no longer under attack anywhere else. It's just, like, you know, free up here, free up here. They're free basically down in Dacia. I'll notice well over here in the Middle East, this is very, like, quiet over here, by the way. There is armies basically, like, standing around, like, you know, ready to attack, but, you know, the thing about the, you know, the Middle East here, if you look all around, there's no places under siege at all. No exclamation points. And of course, they're still like attacking me here, and like, you know, in roll summons, but you know, that's to be expected. I'll note that Spain managed to find themselves all the way over here at like Palma again, so they might actually like, you know, hit this settlement and like take it for themselves, much like they did with me. No one's attacking like, you know, Lugdunum for now, but we might see like one of these armies as he like, you know, decide to actually pull in and like, you know, take him on. Who knows? So, Gaul and Scipii declare a ceasefire, and Parthia and Egypt declare a ceasefire, so these guys were at war apparently, but no longer are. So let's push on. So, I got a question. Was this settlement always Seleucid? I'm not sure if these guys just revolted or if something else happened, but that's now basically a Seleucid town over here. I think Pontus owned that, but now it's basically owned by the Seleucids, so whatever. Nothing's really happening over here in Egypt, or like, you know, anywhere in like, you know, the Middle East, so to speak. There's a bit of a plague in Thebes, though. And no, you're not going to win that, so let's see how this other resolve goes. Yeah, clear victory. So that drives them away. I'm not going to give them a free city like, you know, we did before, so we'll just clean up a little bit. So, Scipii and Gaul are at war. These guys go to ceasefire, because why not? Might as well. I guess the Greeks got driven off from, like, you know, Halicarnassus, so they're no longer basically attacking right there. Or, like, you know, yeah, they were probably driven off. Alright, so armies march around. They're still basically attacking over here in, like, you know, their former settlement up here in the mountains. They're basically back to attacking them in, like, you know, a Quincum over here. And I guess they're also back over here as well in, like, you know, Vicus Venenda. I'll give those guys a turn. It looks like both their guys are still alive, but we'll see how it basically goes. Bit of unrest basically over there, of course, because why not? And who will be the one to make the move over here? Looks like it's Germania. So, Germania's going after, like, you know, Lugdunum, the last city of the Gauls. And of course, Palma is still under attack by Spain. Because, you know, why not? They could probably easily take that, like, you know, settlement, but let's conserve as troops, because why not? So nothing really in here. On I go. Alright, well, here we go again. I don't think it's not soldiers, but Yep, this clear victory. They try and try, but always fail. All I can really say. The mercenaries get bought out constantly. Alright, well. Let's see how it basically looks. So, they're still attacking up here. They're still attacking right there. There's a big Dacian army moving toward like Campus Lazy guys over here, so I might take that back. And oh, look at this! They actually managed to force the attack over here or something, or declare a ceasefire. Palma's been taken, so Spain managed to grab themselves that little summit. Bit of unrest over here in Massilia. The Germans have been like forted, so one of these guys can probably step in to take that summit now if they want to. Now, Numidia does have an army coming out for Siwa here, so might be able to take that back, or maybe like, you know, Egypt will wander over and like say hi. Who knows? Couple of revolts over here, of course, because why not? More revolts basically over here, and look at this. So, the Brutii have landed on Rhodes. And possibly, like, you know, decided out to try and kill him, but they failed. So, the Brutii are actually still attacking. It's just they're not going after, like, you know, Sparta for some reason. And there's a big army next to Corinth, but not doing anything with it. These guys are on a revolt, because, you know, why not? And, of course, revolts over here, because why not? That looks to be it for now, so let's press on to the next turn. So, can you guess who stepped up to the plate? Numidia wasn't fast enough, and Egypt got here first. Did they have the troops to take this? I'm not really sure, but they're gonna try. They've got issues. They got plague, there were revolts. Egypt's not going to having a good day, but whatever, they're trying. Now, over here, on the base in Gaul, the Brits were the first base to get bound to Lugdunum, so they might take out the last settlement of like the Gauls. That could be interesting to see. Aquinxcum has basically fallen to the Germanians, so you know, pretty good. We got ourselves a siege over here again, because why not? They want to take that city back. God damn it. And of course, Jermaine's going after this guy over here as well. Because why not? Now, I forgot to sort of do this last time, but you know, basically, the Brutii and Gaul are at war with each other. Egypt and Parthia declare themselves allies. These declare ceasefires. Not that it matters. And then, of course, like, you know, they went right back to war, so war. They declare themselves allies again. And yeah, Siwa is under attack. Not really sure much else is happening at this point. I guess they're still having, like, you know, revolts here in Paphium, because why not? And revolts over here in Sparta, because why not? Will this, like, army here actually attack the, like, you know, the Rhodians? That's the question now to ask. Oh, look at this! So Pontus has made up the Parthia up here. They might try and take, like, you know, that city from him. Maybe we'll take that, like, you know, Prespa over here and, like, you know, walk down to Susa? Who knows? That's the question. And I think that's basically it for this turn, so we'll see how it basically unfolds. Alright, let's see how it looks. We got Spanish, British, Gallic armies all around, like their last city right there. We know that the Julii are basically under attack by Spain, so we'll probably see these guys basically go at each other at some point. And they got the army space to sort of like, you know, crush them too. Perhaps as well. Not a whole lot busy happening on the Dacian, like, you know, Scythian front up here. It looks like, you know, Germany's gone home over here. Though there is a Scythian army that might, like, you know, take advantage of, like, this open city here. Another one right there as well. Big Dacian army near Campus Lazy Guys. But nothing else attacking, like, Dacia right here. And, of course, they're still trying to take the summit down here, because why not? Where'd the big army go around from here? And seriously, you're bringing more troops? How many troops do you need to take Rhodes? Like, how many? Counter has basically issues with, like, you know, resentment, I guess. So does, like, you know, Mazaka. But it looks like most of Egypt basically got itself under control. It's just the plague in Memphis now to worry about. 5 turns before these guys do anything, I guess. And these guys turn home apparently, because, you know, Egypt is now attacking here. Was this army bigger than before? Or did they split it? Wondering about that. Oh, look at this! So, Paphian revolted, so Gaul now has 2 towns again. Not really sure these guys are gonna, like, you know, allow for that, but, you know, they now have 2 cities. Hooray for Gaul. They're still alive. And let's see here. Everything else looks to be very, like, you know, sort of common. Not really happening much. No Scipii is going toward Tingy just yet. Who knows what these armies are going to do over here, perhaps. Nothing really happening up here. Before I go, we'll note that Gaul and Scipii decided to have a ceasefire again, because we love our ceasefires. They're awesome. Alright, well. Let's see how it basically looks. I'll note that over here we have the Pontus going after, like, you know, Fraspa, as I expected they might do at some point. We also have these guys still attacking over here, and, like, you know, Arsaka. So, Parthur's not looking too strong, but, you know, they're under attack by Pontus, so it might take a while. It looks like Seleucus has decided to go after Pontus once again, so Ankara's placed under attack by him. Still no action over here, so they're just, like, sitting there, like, you know, hang out, I guess. These guys stopped attacking again, so did they peace out? Who knows? We'll have to basically check that out. Will they attack? Will they just stand there and face them, you know, lovingly? Who knows? A Scythian army is making its way very close to, like, you know, Vicus Vendel over here, as well as the Germanian one again. And, yeah, they're trying it again. They've lost all their units except for generals, right? So, that's all they have left. Just a couple generals who go after my chariots. Germania's gone after Paphium again to try and retake that city for their rebellious ways. Spain is going after, like, you know, the last Gallic town over here. They got to a couple of armies to sort of, like, back them up, so they might be able to pull it off. Let's see here. Siege right there, siege right there. Probably unrest right here. Yep, unrest in Carthage. But look at this. The Scipii have made our army make its way over here finally. So they might go after, like, Cyrene and, you know, take that city, or go after these armies and wipe them out. Siwa is still under attack by the Egyptians, so that's happening. Not a whole lot basically happening outside, like, the attack right here, the attacks right there. And why not? I'm resting this city now, because, you know, why not just, you know, split them up, have more rest everywhere. Alright, so, yes, they're at war with each other, they're back at war with each other. Nothing really, like, you know, we don't really know about, really. You know, I'm wondering at this point when the Marian forms are going to kick in. And we'll see like the Romans basically really start to dominate the map. Warning I'll have already basically, you know, done so. I mean, Scipii is basically dominating over here, but, you know... Brutii is just having, like, you know, a challenging time, I guess. Alright, well... Egypt has attacked me in Siwa. Can this army overcome this one? No. So, Egypt failed to take Siwa, and of course that's now open to the Numidians if they want to take it. Alright, so, Pontus has done it. They've taken Arsacia over here. They might take this one as well, but they've yet to basically commence in this and fight basically over here. Seleucids are still going after Ankara over here. There's a revolt basically happening over here. There's still this Brutii army that's, you know, just standing here next to like Rhodes, just saying hi. Not attacking it, but you know, it's just there. Where did all their armies basically like, you know, march off to, I wonder? What are they doing? Are they coming up here now? And the Scipii army is basically over here now. You know, it'd be really fun if they marched all the way over here to take Siwa. And like, you know, just have like a, you know, bit of like a land war against like Egypt. I don't think they go to war with them, but you know, who knows? AI is gonna AI. Spain's still going after Lugdunum. They aren't looking too strong here, so they might be able to beat them off and like, you know, crush them right there. And let's just see here. Bit of unrest here in Firmon, but other than that, just a very peaceful front over here, I guess. These guys are under siege again by, like, you know, the Macedonians. They want that city, by God it. They'll get it eventually. Maybe. And then Dacia will be, like, left with one city up here, I guess. Germany is basically attacking up here in, like, you know, Vicus, Venedi. And, of course, you know, Germany is basically up here attacking them. Alright, well, let's go to the next turn and see if anything gets, like, you know, exchanged or not. Alright, so, some territory did indeed exchange hands. Spain has managed to conquer Lugdunum, knocking Gaul basically out of, like, you know, southern France for the most part. If this last city falls, that's it for Gaul. They're done. Over here, Ankara basically fell, so they now have, like, you know, access to, like, you know, a good, like, you know, strategic position to attack all the Pan cities over here, I guess. Apparently, Frespa is, like, you know, no longer on attack, so Parfit's got a little bit of room to basically breathe there. The Scipii are closing in, but so is Egypt trying to take Siwa. Who will be there first? And over here, we got, of course, revolts in Sparta, revolts in Kydonia. The Brits are just like doing nothing over here in Rhodes, because why not? Revolts into, like, you know, Halicarnassus region. Revolts here in Germanian territory, because why not? And let's see here. Will Germania take Vicus Vendene? Or perhaps the Scythians will take it? Prove glass clearly. So, the Egyptians have made colored glass for many years. The Carthaginians have perfected a method for making clear glass. And these guys are going to war, because, you know, they're always going to war, back to war, to war, back to war, all this other stuff. Alright, well, poor Dacia. They suffered defeat up here in Vicus Vendi to the Germanians. They suffered defeat down here in, like, you know, Balazoria to the Macedonians. And now, they got a Scythian army just, you know, bearing down Dacia. This might be it for them. They might be the next faction eliminated. And so far it would be Gaul who's basically going next, but, Nope, Paphian's basically still, like, standing right firm. They're gonna last a little bit longer, I guess. Now, I'll note that down here. The Scipii managed to make it all the way over to Siwa, and they got a sizable army to basically attack with, so I think it's probably gonna fall. The Egyptians might take it if they fail, but I doubt it. The Numidians look just fine for most part, but eventually Scipii may come after them. Who knows? We'll see. Nothing really happening over here just yet between Julii and the Spanish, but we'll probably see these armies sort of clash against each other soon. And we'll see how it basically goes for them. A little bit of revolts going over there. But we'll see armies move out over here as a thing, right? These guys are doing nothing. So far, basically nothing's happening on this sort of front, but these guys will eventually start clashing again, I think. Alright, so here's something of note. Parthia and Pontus have decided to declare a ceasefire, so no more fighting between them. We'll see how long that lasts, but it means that Pontus is going to start focusing on Seleucids and, keep them at bay, so to speak. Alright, well. The Brits have decided enough of this. My little force here in Tara, probably not going to stand against all that. The Scipii, of course, are still attacking over here in Siwa. 5 turns before they, starve out, but perhaps they'll, attack me before then. And of course, Fenascara is still under attack by, these guys, so we'll sally out. We don't want them taking the city for free, right? So we'll drive them away. And off they go. Alright, so the Julii are basically marching over here toward Mardius, so you might see these guys start, clash soon. Who knows? There's lots of Spanish armies just, dying around here as well. There's a Romanian army now near Paphium, so were they actually assault there or not? That's the question. The Scythians made up to Dacia, so that might beat them on their last legs. If not, the Germanians might take it if they fail for some reason, or back off. Is there anything happening over here? Nothing really of note basically happening over here just yet. Basically, this sort of is hanging out, not doing anything. And of course, revolts are basically happening on these, summits over here, I guess, because why not? And of course, up here as well, because why not? Alliance in tatters. So, Parthia and the Seleucids have decided to no longer be allies. That might mean that these guys are going to start fighting each other at some point. We'll have to see about that. Yep, I'd say that this is probably it for this battle. I don't know why this army is fighting to the death, but okay, they're fighting to the death. We still lost. So, Scipii basically takes Siwa right there, and then have, access to, the Egyptians if they want. Who knows? Alright, so, what's happening? Germania is basically coming after Paphium yet again. They'll see if they can basically take that from, the Gauls and finish them off once and for all. We have some battles between, the Julii and Spanish basically happening over here, I guess. A lot of Julii armies, and, a couple of Gauls basically mixed in there as well. Also Spanish ones too. Apparently these guys decided they're not going to attack Tara right now, so Okay. And I have lots of pirate space around, like, you know, Ireland here, but, whatever. Dacia still stands for now, but, how long until the Scythians decide to, like, you know... Ooh. Are these guys allied? I think they are. So it's possible these guys, like, you know, might attack them both, but, There's another Scythian army over here, so... We might see Dacia fall, we'll see. In the future. No more revolts basically happening over here, which is nice. But, revolts in Sparta, of course, and... God. Why, Brutii? You're leaving them alive! Send someone down to finish them off! We're gonna attack Rhodes. You can attack Rhodes too. And let's see here. So, we got unrest in Siwa, of course. We got unrest basically in, like, you know, Cyrene. Lots of Scipii armies basically marching over here for some reason. Maybe they are going to attack Egypt. Carthage has issues of, like, you know, revolts and stuff, but whatever. And yeah, so attacks right there, attacks right there. And that's basically it for now, I guess. Revolt right there for now. So, Egypt and the Seleucids are at war again. Pontus and Parthia declare themselves allies, so they stop fighting and becoming allies. And these guys decide that they're going to declare a ceasefire for, you know, the umpteenth time. And then basically break it again. And that's what they do. Where will the Seleucids and Egypt basically fight each other? I assume that, like, you know, Hatra will basically fall at some point, but, you know... I mean, who knows? They might just, like, push into Egypt, or Egypt might push into, like, you know, Jerusalem again or something. We'll see. Alright, I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to pop up. And it's not Gaul. Dacia has fallen. So, it looks like the Scythians basically managed to make the final blow there.
General. Yes.
And now I basically have access to, like, you know, I guess the former, like, generals for, like, the Dacian army right there. But whatever. So yeah, that's it for Dacia. I assume Papillon will basically fall next, but, you know, we'll see. War declared again, because, you know, why not? And yeah, faction destroyed. Now, I will note, by the way, that up here in, like, you know, Tara, the Brits came back the very next turn, so to speak. They might take that, and then, like, you know, they'll have a nice little bastion in, like, Ireland to make use of. So, revolt space here in Numidia, Cyrene. Scipii armies is marching over here as well. There's a bit more revolt space up here. Now, what I basically noticed, by the way, up here toward, like, you know, Hatra, two armies basically are advancing toward, like, Hatra here, so that might be, like, an attack force basically, like, aiming to basically take it.
Mighty general.
And wow. How does this guy have so much stuff here? Interesting. Pretty powerful generalists is sort of like you know, on the rebel side, I guess. But, you know, I guess if you stand around long enough, you start to accumulate traits for no reason. Alright, well, that's basically it for, like, you know, stuff happening, I guess. Like, you know, some armies advancing right here. They're basically advancing right there. Parthians under attack. Oh, look at this! So Julii have actually gone off for Narbo Mardius. They might take that, we'll see. I assume they will. Now, a question I basically ask myself is, will the Scythians remain allied to, like, the Germanians, or will they break in and start going to war with each other? The Scythians could come down here, or, like, you know, start focusing on, like, Parthia or stuff like that, but, you know, who really knows? That's the question, really. Who really knows? And there we go. Gaul has finally been finished. So, Germania basically came back to reclaim that summit, and it's now theirs once more. Over here, the Julii are still attacking, like, Narumadius, but, they've yet to basically, like, cement the siege basically to take it. And of course, Tara's under siege by the Brits, because why not? British army basically up here. Now, these guys look pretty fine. And there is a Scipii army over here, but will attack is a thing. Will the Romans actually, like, really get involved in some wars? Right now, it's the Julii who are actually, like, attacking, but they're still, like, picking up lost ground. It's really Brutii that, like, I think should be, like, doing the most attacks, but, they're just not attacking anyone. Rhodes is sort of sitting there, like, looking pretty. Nothing seems to be happening in the Middle East. The Khans basically come to, like, the central of, like, Europe, where, like, the Gauls and, like, the, Dacians were wiped out. Oh, look at that! So, Egypt's back at Jerusalem. Once more. And as big Seleucid army right here, could go down and, like, attack Egypt perhaps as well. We will see. Hadra's are attacked by the Seleucids, so they might take that out and just restore some dominance basically to, like, this, like, area to themselves. So progress is being made. And of course the revolt there in Susa. Alright, well, next turn I guess. I think this time, I'm pretty sure, Tara has fallen. So there we go, Tara has fallen. The Brits finally managed to secure the British Isles. Now, the real question is, will Narumadius right there fall? Because the Julii have yet to take their turn. Once these persons basically fall, we'll find out, I guess. Oh! I probably have myself a general over here. That's probably one of the, like, the Gaulish one that basically, like, wasn't yet dead. But he's dead now. Okay, well, let's go see. And look at that. Narumadius has indeed fallen. So, the Julii have expanded a little bit more into, like, southern Gaul there. And Hatra's still under siege by these guys. These guys have wandered off from Jerusalem. And the Scipii, what are they doing? Just sort of wandering around, just, like, aimlessly, as they do. Alright, well. I kind of feel this will be, like, the conclusion for this episode, because we basically, like, seen, like, the Gauls and, like, the Dacians basically fall. Now it's just a question of, like, will perhaps, like, Egypt perhaps fall, or will, like, the Seleucids basically buckle? Will, like, the Romans actually start to do anything? I'm tempted to sort of just drive these guys off immediately, but, they are technically, like, sieging these guys down, like, hurrying them, like, through starvation and attrition, so I'll let them basically sort of stand there a little bit longer. And Parthia and Scipii are at war, apparently. They broke their alliance. So we might see these guys basically move out to attack over here, perhaps. Or we might see, like, these guys attack over here, perhaps. Who knows? And yes, heroic deaths. My general died. My other governor died. Okay, so where do we stand? At this point, there's basically the Roman factions. We've seen the Julii have a little bit of an uptick now, but, the Scipii are still obviously dominating, and, like, Brutii are doing pretty well as well. Macedon is, like, gone up and down, but they're starting to go up now. Greeks have, like, just perished for the most part. We have Egypt, Seleucid, Pontus, and Parthia is battle out in the Middle East. Seleucus is doing really, really well, but the other guys, not so much. Which is very, very odd to see. And let's see here, we have Britain, Germans, and Spain. If I look at Julii basically among them, they're like, all pretty much like, mixed and like even, but how much all that remain, who knows, we'll see. Germany's doing the best. Spain took a little bit of a hit there from like losing her Numidia city, but whatever. This is how it goes. Scipii is basically like, getting stronger, I guess, because they took a couple summons this turn. Numidia is like, they're dying slowly. This is a question of like when people go around taking their cities. And of course the other factions, Carthage is dead. Gaul is dead. Dacia and Armenia are dead. Thrace is dead. So far, 5 factions have fallen. Who will be next? That's the question. Diplomatically, by the way, the Brutii are basically allied to the Roman faction, of course, and Scythia. They're at war with the Greeks, the Numidians, and Spain. So these guys don't actually really have a real enemy nearby, so they might start going after Macedon, perhaps. Let's actually finish off Rhodes or Sparta, because they could do that. The Scipii are going after Numidia and Spain. They could actually jump over here to attack Spain, but it's probably more likely to attack Numidia. Is probably what's going to happen, or go after Egypt. That's very unlikely, but they could do that. The SPQR are basically right there in the middle of the map, just doing their thing. Macedon, of course, is basically allied to Scythia. That's the thing about the Scythians, by the way. They're allied to both the Germans of Macedon and the Seleucids and the Brutii. I guess Parthia is their enemy right now, but I mean, they don't have a lot of enemy spaces, so to speak. They're allied to everyone except for their one enemy, so they're actually in a pretty strong position, I think, here, the Scythians. But yeah, Macedon right here, they're just allied to Scythians. They're gonna go war with someone at some point, probably be a Brutii guy. Egypt is basically right there. The Seleucid Emperors, their enemy. They are allied to Parthia, but will it help them? I'm not really sure. They're also at war with the Greeks, but who really cares? These guys are at war with both Pontus and Egypt, but they're actually looking pretty strong. They can actually probably fight both. Parthia has only got the Scythians as enemies, but that's probably not going to help them too much. They are allied to both Pontus and Egypt though, so that will actually help them keep the other guys from attacking them. Pontus is after the Seleucids, so they're basically sandwiched between Egypt and them. So I'll help them a little bit. What if Parthia will get involved in this battle over here at some point? The Germanians are basically currently not at war with anyone, and they're allied with everyone around them, so they might go to war with the Romans perhaps, or they'll basically keep going after Themyscira. So we're saying the Britons, by the way, they're not really enemies to anyone, so they'll have to go after someone. The Greeks are not having a fun time. They're down in 2 cities, so they're just just hang out. There's Numidia. Or see Scythia. There's Spain, so Spain's actually looking at pretty well. They do have to worry about the Brits possibly coming after them, but they're mostly focused on the Romans, so that's where they are at. And of course there's Julii going after the Spanish right there, so that's their thing. And they're allied to everyone basically above them, so that's good for them too. Alright, well, that's it for this segment of the the watch of this AI campaign. Will there be any more dramatic changes? We'll have to see. For now, take care.